Yo, YouTube, what is going on? It's your boy Omar, and I'm back with another video. Now, judging by the title, you already know what I'm about to talk about. I'm about to talk about the man, the myth, our Lord and Savior, Mr. Troy Baker. Please clap it up. Please clap it up. So, I got my little book right here. See? Black little book. It has names in it. The names in this book are supposed to be about Troy Baker. I have his top 5 best performances that I personally think that should be talked about. Okay, Mr. Troy Baker. I have to say, my number 5 best performance that you have done, my sir, my good man. And for the people who have watched and played these games, I need you guys to understand, these are my opinion, and these are my list, okay? So, my number 5 spot, I have to give it to 2 people. It's between, well, I'm gonna get the first one. Number 5, and it's a 2-parter. I have to give it to Talion from Shadows of More. Now, if you guys know Talion is the main character in the Lord of the Rings video game. Bro, I only played the first one, and I was like, yo, this is an amazing game. I bought the second game, but I have yet to play the second game. But just so far alone, Talion is a really good character that I was like, yo, Troy Baker's doing his thing. Like, I'm like emotionally invested to killing all the orcs. Like, if you guys know about the orcs, you guys know. Like, this shit is crazy. But I'm gonna get to number 2, Shadows of War. I'm gonna get to that game and watch. I heard that game is the best one, so watch. When I get to that game, I'm gonna probably do another video on that. But I have to give it to the second part. I have to give it to is Delsin Rowe from Infamous Second Son. Now, the reason why they're sharing the number 5 spot, I had to give it to 2 because that I really like the character Delsin. I felt like if I was in the game, I felt like I could play Delsin. Like, me and Delsin are literally almost the same age, which is weird because when I played it when I was younger, I was 13. Now Delsin's 24 and I'm 22. So like, it's weird that I still resonate with that character. It's weird, but I was replaying it recently and I still have to say Delsin is one of my favorite Infamous characters. Well, behind Cole McGrath, obviously, but Delsin is a really good character, and I do recommend people to play that game. And I just think that his dynamic to go between good or bad, and you can see Delsin become evil or good. Now, I ain't gonna front, I played Delsin as bad. Like, I made Delsin the evilest, scummiest guy on the planet Earth. And if you guys know what the ending of Infamous Second Son is, when you complete the ending on the evil ending, yeah, it is wild what Delsin does. And just because alone of that, I'm gonna have to give Delsin the number 5 spot to share with Talion. So yeah, number 4. Number 4, I have to give it to Pagan Min from Far Cry 4. Pagan Min is a misunderstood villain in my opinion. I think Pagan Min, well, first of all, let's just get it off the way. Like, if you just don't move in the opening of Far Cry 4, he literally tells you, don't move, I'll be right back, I'm gonna go handle something, and then we can take you to bury your mom. All that stuff happens within 10 minutes, and you're just sitting there like, well, so you weren't the bad guy, I'm the bad guy. Like, my man, what's his name, AJ? AJ's the bad guy, bro. Like, what the hell? I'm like, yo, Pagan Min, you got it. And the whole entire time, he's the only one who's trying to help RJ or AJ, however you say it. I want to say RJ, but whatever. Yo, that's a G villain, bro. That's a G villain. So I gotta get to Troy Baker for that one. So Far Cry 4, Pagan Min, that's my number 4 spot. Ironically, Far Cry 4, Pagan Min, number 4, performance number 4. Whoa, blows your mind, man. My number 3 spot. Tres. I think that's how you say it in Spanish. Tres! My number 3 spot. Now, I just want to start and say that I'm a huge fan of the Batman franchise. Now, you think I might be saying I like him as Batman, which he is a good Batman. I played the Telltale's Batman, but I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna put his Joker as number 3. I think Troy Baker does a fantastic job as the Joker. Personally, when I first played him in Arkham Origins, I thought Arkham Origins was a fantastic game. It's one of my favorite Arkham games of the franchise. Now, some people might think Arkham Origins is the worst one, but personally, I think it's a really good entry. For someone who's like, oh, I never played the Arkham games, and you give them this game, I think it's a really good introduction to the franchise. Even though it's not made by Rocksteady, but I still think it's a good prequel to stand up on its own, if you ask me, in my opinion. I know people are like, oh, you fucking suck, man. Fucking like Arkham Origins, bro. You fucking suck. But nah, hear me out, bro. Hear me out. Joker in that game sounded just like Mark Hamill. And I was listening to an interview with Troy Baker, and Troy Baker literally said he is doing his best Mark Hamill impression as the Joker. Which, bro, are you kidding me? He sounds just like Mark Hamill. Like, when I heard that, I was like, yo, he sounds just like Mark Hamill. I wonder who's playing this guy. And then I was like, Google, and I'm like, that's Jesus. That's our man, Jesus Christ. Our man, Troy Baker. Like, I was like, yo, he does an amazing job. Then I was watching the animated movie, Assault on Arkham, and he was in that one. Then he did a couple other movies. He was just in the new movies I'm watching right now, the Rebirth franchise. He was the Joker in that. I'm like, yo, Troy Baker, he just does an amazing job as the Joker. Like I would do the Joker voice, but I don't want me to sound like a fool doing the Joker voice. What? No. I have to like yell out and everything. So no. One day I'll probably do my Joker impression. My hat goes off to Troy Baker, even though I'm not wearing a hat. But my hat goes off to Troy Baker. Now my number 2 most favorite performance from Troy Baker has to be my man, Booker DeWitt from BioShock Infinite. Now, my man Booker, I swear to God, is one of the most complex characters I've ever seen in a video game. Like, just to start off the franchise, well, it's a prequel-ish. I mean, different universes. If you play BioShock, you know. And I played all the BioShock games. I played Infinite, the DLCs. I played BioShock 1, BioShock 2, Never's Dem. I played everything BioShock, waiting for the new BioShock game. So, yo, 2K, where you at? We waiting for BioShock, man. It's been... I was 10 the last time the game came out, bro. No, my fault. I was 13 when the last game came out. I'm fucking 22 now. Like, come on, guys. We need BioShock again. But back to Booker. Booker was such a complex character. Like, he was just in the wrong state of mind the whole entire time. Like, bro sold his daughter off to wipe away a debt. Like, who does that? Like, and then he just gets upset that he lost his daughter. I'm like, bro, you did this. So like, he has to basically lay in his own bed. And just the way Troy Baker played the character, just by like, even though we never see his face, but we get it from the voice. We get his emotions by just the voice itself. And I'm like, yo, by the time the game ended, I'm sitting there like, yo, what did I just witness? Like, Troy Baker, you are a fucking god, bro. Which leads me to my number 1 spot, which is, I think, in my opinion, a godlike performance. Now, everyone knows Troy Baker's most iconic role ever, and that is the one I'm giving it to. I'm giving it to my man Joel from The Last of Us. Say what you want to say about Part 2. I'm one of the people who didn't really care for The Last of Us Part 2's ending. I like the game, don't get it wrong, but it's the ending. I personally, I was like, you had me do all that just so the ending can just be like that. I was like, alright. I guess, man. But either way, Troy Baker for The Last of Us Part 1 and for The Last of Us Part 2, oh my god, bro. Give that man whatever the Oscars are for the video game awards, bro. Give that man an award, bro. Lifetime achievement, bro. This man portrayed Joel the most... I thought Booker was flawed. Joel is the most flawed character that I've ever seen in the video game, bro. Like, this man, he's been on both sides of the spectrum of being attacked and being the attacker. Like, what does that say about somebody, bro? Like, I was like, yo, this whole entire time I'm playing this game, I'm like, yo, Joel is just, I'm gonna say it, he's that nigga. He's just that nigga. And I'm just like, Joel, I want to be in your shoes, but then at the same time, I don't want to. And I'm playing the game, and I'm just like, this man is just, he's going through it, man. Like, he lost his daughter. Spoilers if you haven't played The Last of Us Part 2, but like, when he dies, I felt it, bro. I felt it for Ellie. I was just like, man, I wanted Joel to live, and listen, I know Troy said he sticks by the guns of what happened at the end of The Last of Us Part 2, but Troy, come on, man. I personally think that Ellie should have killed Abby. That's my opinion. Like, she should have killed her, and then at the end she would have been like, was it worth it? Then she would have been like, nah, it wasn't worth it because Joel's still dead. Everyone else is still dead. I killed this one girl and did so much carnage for what? I felt like that should have been it, but then I feel like Shorty bit her 2 fingers off and was choking her in the water. I was like, oh my god, like, you gotta kill her. But I'm ranting on why I don't like Last of Us Part 2, the ending wise. But still a good game. Troy Baker, I still think Joel is one of his best performances ever. And I still think The Last of Us is a really good game. Like, I think that's one of the greatest games that one of them that I played. Like, I still have a lot. Troy Baker, you did your thing, bro. And I just gotta say, yo, thank you for my childhood, bro. Thank you for the millions of people that you gave their childhood to when it comes to these performances. Because, you know, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't even think I was really supposed to be of age playing most of these games. So, like, either way, Troy Baker, you're an amazing guy. Hope you do well. Hope to see you one day in the future. But anyway, this is your boy Omar, and I'm signing off. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.